Hi everyone, my name is Adam and I'm going to talk about driving on the left side of the road with a left-hand drive car, so with a European or American car. I'm doing my exchange in Scotland and I brought my car with me from Europe because I just didn't want to leave it at home. You know, nobody would use it. It was just stand next to the road, and I also feel more confident if I have my car with me. I'm remote, I can visit places, I can go to the Highlands, whatever. So yeah, I brought my car with me, but I was doubting whether I should or shouldn't do that, because, you know, driving on the other side of the road, it might be difficult or dangerous. It's not, but that's what I thought before. So I'm just gonna make a video on that and tell you my experiences and what I found challenging and so on. So the first thing what I wanted to tell you is that don't worry about it, not at all. It's not difficult. You get used to it. It gets automated, like it gets automatic for you. But there are three areas where there are three difficult areas, and one of these is going into a roundabout. Now the reason for that is that roundabouts are different in the UK. They have more lanes. Like in Europe, most roundabouts have one lane, and that's it. Some of them have 2 lanes. But in the UK, most of them have 2 lanes, a minimum of 2 lanes, and many of them have 3 or 4 lanes as well. Well, going into a roundabout with a left-hand drive car and from the side of the road, which is new for you because you're not used to it, it's difficult in the beginning. The cars are coming from all directions and you have to pick your lane carefully, because if you go in the first lane, the most left side, then you're probably gonna leave the roundabout at the first possible exit, and if you go to the second lane, you're gonna leave at the second exit, and so on. That's how roundabouts works in the UK. At least that's how I experienced them so far. I've been driving it for 1 month. So it's a little bit difficult, but you get used to it. Don't worry about it. Just pay more attention in the beginning. The second thing is overtaking. It's difficult because cars, you know, you're sitting on the left side of the road, so close to the edge of the road, and cars are coming from the other side. And if you have a truck in front of you, or some another car, but I'm giving a truck as an example because it's bigger and it's more difficult to see what's coming on the road. So if you have a truck in front of you and you want to take it over, then you kind of like have to move on the other side of the car and try to see what's coming. It's difficult. I haven't really had to overtake cars since I'm here. You know, I haven't had the chance actually. Like most of the time I'm driving in the city or on the highway, and then I'm on a B road or fast road between cities. I just haven't had the chance. Cars are driving the appropriate speed. I was doing the same. So it's difficult. Some people install cameras in the cars on the right side, and then they have a little screen to see. I saw some taxi drivers doing that, like in Europe, who have a right-hand drive vehicle. It's the other way around, but the theory behind it is the same. But I wouldn't do that. So be careful with that as well. And the third thing is going into junctions. Actually, it's only difficult, at least for me, when you have to turn right from a junction. So now I'm arriving on the left side of the road, and if I have to turn left here, then I'm staying close to the edge, so it's not difficult. I just follow the road. But if I have to go right, it's more difficult, because I think my brain works the other way around. As I was sitting on the other side of the car previously for the 5 years I've been driving. But But yeah, you get used to it as well, so it's not that difficult, don't get me wrong. You can learn it, it's not difficult to learn it. It's just practice and spending time on the road on the other side. And also, I was thinking, before I came here, I was thinking like, gosh, what am I gonna do when I get to the UK? And you know, I'm going with the ferry, and what do I do when I leave the ferry? How do I know where to go? Or is it gonna be obvious or not? It's obvious, of course. So you just follow the other cars. You have lots of signs when you are arriving to Europe, and people direct you to the left side of the road, so you can't really miss it. It's hard to miss. And then you just get on the highway and get your experience there, because I'm in Scotland now, so I had to drive like 10 hours on the highway to get here from Dover. Dover is somewhere around London, in the south part of England. I'm in Glasgow, next to Glasgow actually. So I had to drive around 10 hours, so I got used to it. And driving on the highway is really easy. And just cruising along the city, like, you know, just driving around, that's very easy. Those three areas are a little bit more difficult. Just have to pay a little more attention to those, but it's all fine. So if you're thinking about bringing your car over here because of your study exchange, that's my case, and you're staying for 6 months, or you just want to travel around here with your car, don't worry about it, just bring it. It's gonna be alright. You get used to it. People are nice in traffic. They don't show any signs of anger or, you know, being rude to you just because sitting on the other side of the car. So it's all fine. Scottish people are great. I like driving here. Thanks for watching.